What are your thoughts on a mobile bookstore that focuses and features independently published works and travels all around the nations to large-scale events and conventions, hopefully to some in your area? If this sounds interesting, hold up, because this is about to happen. The Crowded Shelf is this wonderful conception, this mobile bookstore that has been in the works for months and months and months and is finally debuting in a few weeks. And what it will be doing is taking a number of indie authors and a whole variety of genres and subgenres. We're talking about steampunk, alternative history, romance, high fantasy, sci-fi. I mean, pretty much they're trying to have a little bit of representation by some author who publishes independently and pretty much all the big and a lot of even the niche down genres and subgenres. And they'll be traveling throughout, starting with the Southeast, and as it grows and expands, are hoping to take it nationwide and be able to make this bookstore be available at some of these large-scale events. Why does this matter? Well, as an independent author, it is sometimes almost impossible to not afford to get into some of these larger events. I just recently came from DragonCon. That is a 5-day event, and the booths there are pricey. And then you're adding all the stock of all the books you're trying to keep there and ready, and the travel costs, etc., so on. And then the time and energy commitments that to man those booths for 5 days. That's a lot. And for an independent author, a lot of us look at that and think that's impossible. But now having something like the Crowded Shelf be able to be launching, where they will be representing you as an indie author at this mobile bookstore at these large-scale events, and they're the ones manning predominantly the booths and selling the works, and it's going to be this wonderful experience. Plus, there is also a perk. If you are an author and you're able to work one of those events that happen to be near them, that the amount of money each author makes per their own book sale will actually grow tremendously. So, I mean, it's a great kind of this almost cooperative bookstore effect that's going to be traveling nationwide. And it launches this month. So the first 2 stops will be Fanboy Expo in Orlando, September 26th through 28th. And then a few weeks later, you'll be able to find it over in St. Louis and GalaxyCon, which is October 10th through 12th. But as this event, as this mobile bookstore grows, they really are hoping to be hitting a convention a month and then grow to multiple conventions every month and see it expand to multiple locations regionally and nationally. So this is a really exciting thing. So if you so happen to be at one of these conventions and see a booth called the Crowded Shelf, I highly recommend for you to check it out, because you'll hopefully be exposed to a whole variety of indie authors like myself and enjoy a number of books that you may not be able to have found, because authors independently sometimes can't afford to be at these locations by themselves. So check out the Crowded Shelf, and if you are a writer and author interested to learn more, let me know.